Ahead for today, it's still very windy out there. We're still going to be very hot. It's going to be very dry. This results in that red flag warning. In fact, temperatures today hotter than yesterday, so get ready for that. Air conditioners not getting a break today. We do see some relief on the way, though, in those hot temperatures and fire danger as we head through your weekend. So that's the good news. There is an end in sight. Now, that end, that's now 6 p.m. tonight for the red flag warning that was extended from 11 a.m. today. And getting a look at that red flag warning, that's in effect due to those gusty winds for the valley, gusts up to 35 miles an hour possible today. Gusts in the canyons and foothills mostly now up to 50 miles an hour, but we did see gusts upwards of 60 miles an hour overnight in Jarbo Gap area, and we do see humidity dropping mostly into the single digits to teens later today over dry fuels. All of these are big factors in your fire danger this afternoon. Temperatures a pretty wide range as you look outside right now. 59 for Chico, mostly 70s for the remainder of the valley, 67 though in Orville, and the difference here is lighter winds for Chico, stronger north winds keeping temperatures warmer elsewhere. You can see 70s right now for both Paradise and Magalia, mostly 30s to 40s in portions of the Sierra, and 40s to 50s in most northern mountain areas. Now, getting a look at those winds, here's the big difference here. Redding and Red Bluff, 12 to 13 mile an hour winds there, mid 70s. Chico, 3 mile an hour winds right now, 50s. So that's the big difference here. We're seeing those downslope winds really keeping things a touch warmer overnight. Winds continuing to stay strong as we head through today and then starting to diminish tonight. So by 6 p.m., that's when the red flag warning expires. You can see winds not as strong by that time frame, and we'll see a little bit of a pickup later on this evening, but by that point it's not going to be as bad as what we've been seeing. So that's why that red flag warning is allowed to expire. Satellite and radar showing you clear skies overhead right now. We've got high pressure continuing to build in from the Pacific. That's still interacting with that low pressure off to our east, but as we move towards your weekend, what we're seeing is that low pressure exiting off to the east, high pressure building in, winds really starting to slack, but temperatures staying hot, conditions staying dry as we head through your upcoming weekend. Now, today, afternoon high temperatures ending up in the 80s for most of the northern mountains. We could see French Gulch hitting the 90s this afternoon. If you're in the Sierra today, you're seeing mostly 70s to 80s this afternoon. The further you are to the west, the warmer it looks like you're going to be today. And what we're seeing for the foothills, mostly 80 to 90 degrees later on, mid to high 80s in areas of Concow, Forest Ranch, Magalia, Paradise, and Concow. And then getting a look at what we're seeing in the valley today, mid to upper 90s with north winds to 20 miles an hour and sunny skies. Mid-valley areas, mostly mid 90s later today, winds out of the northwest to around 15 miles an hour. Your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast, where your weekend's always in view. Mid to high 90s for the valley today, and then low 90s on Saturday. Not as windy tomorrow. That's the good news there, the best news that we have in our forecast. A little cooler Sunday, and then the cooling trend continuing for all of us through the middle of next week. For Redding, that means mid to high 80s by Wednesday. For all valley areas, low to mid 80s by Thursday. So, Julia, there is an end in sight to the heat and the critical fire danger we're seeing outside this afternoon.